yesteryear. Now, friends, we are on Yud Gimel Tevet. That is the 13th of Tevet. It marks the Hilula of a really great rabbi. His name was Rabbi Benyamin Bazri Z'tl, one of the great rabbis of the late 1900s and early 2000s, respectively. He was born actually in English year 1956 and passed away in English year 2014. So we're talking about from the time of recording, approximately 11 years ago, I believe, from the time of recording. He was born actually in Jerusalem, Jerusalem being one of the four holy cities of Israel, along with Tzfat, Tiberias, and Hebron. So he was born there, and he actually came from great rabbinic heritage. His father's name was Rav Sasson Batzri, and his mother's name was Rabbanit Ahuva. In fact, his dad was a great Kabbalist, and he actually would learn under his auspices for many, many years. His uncle, his dod, as they say in Hebrew, was another great rabbi, great Kabbalist, also Rabbi David Batzri. If I'm not mistaken, he was the Rosh Yeshiva of the Yeshivat HaShalom, a very famous Kabbalistic yeshiva in his day in of itself. And it's actually interesting, I believe Rabbi Ezra Batzri, another family member, if I'm not mistaken, was a Dayan in the Bet Din, the Jewish court. This was in the Bet Din of the Bet Din Gadol in Jerusalem, the large Jewish court in Jerusalem, respectively. He happened to be a Dayan over there, Dayan natural court judge. He learned in the Yeshivat Matzmidim. This was also, I believe, a Sephardic Edut Mizrach yeshiva, a bastion of yeshivat after in that specific vicinity. Then he would go on to learn in Yeshivat Kol HaTorah. This was with other great rabbanim, I think, especially Rabbi Betzalel Toledano, who was a great rabbi in of itself. I think he himself, if I'm not mistaken, was a Rosh Yeshiva of the Yeshivat Zohar HaTorah, if I'm not mistaken. Now, he would go on to get married. His wife's name was Rabbanit Yochevet Rachel. She happened to be the daughter of another great rabbi, Rabbi Rachamim Buchris, who was another very great rabbi. Reported over they had 10 children. And I believe in the year 1986, he would move to Ofakim over there and become a prominent rabbi in that area in of itself. I think, along with Rabbi Shimshon Pinkas, he would actually establish, let's say, an ultra-Orthodox Haredi Kihila congregation in the city. I think in 1987, he would proofread a famous book. I think Yitzchak Musafian, I think that was his name, if I'm not mistaken, in the year 1987. And after that, he would open up, let's say, a Baal Teshuvah, Choseh B'Teshuvah program, yeshiva in of itself, in Be'er Sheva. Very, very interesting. Be'er Sheva, interesting place. So he would open up and really concentrate and do a lot of great outreach, Torah, Kiruv work in of itself, as well as, let's say, opening up a yeshiva over there for Bali Yeshiva. He would open a seminary also, a girls' seminary to study Torah subjects and Jewish, let's say, Jewish values in of itself. Then he would become, I believe, the Rosh Yeshiva of the Yeshivat Bet Yaakov. Very interesting enough. I think over there in this was a mostot. It was where the Bet Yaakov institutions were, where there was kollel, there was yeshivot. It was a mostot in of itself. Really, really did increase and do a huge amount of Torah in of itself. He became the rabbi of the area of the Kiryat Avat, also very prominent role in of it. Apparently, it was reported over famously the stadium he would get it for slichot inside the stadium in of itself in Be'er Sheva. Many thousands of people to pray slichot. This slichot we naturally say during the time period of Elul all the way till Yom Kippur. It's for the 40 days in of itself. That's when we'll say it. Now different books will actually get published through him. I believe in 2008 there was a book called the if I'm not mistaken, Lech Na'at Lehadot. If I'm not mistaken, this was in 2008. Then in 2013, I think in 2014. Would have been when he passed away, but after he passed away, some of his works were printed. I think in 2014, the Benyamini HaTzadik was printed, and then in 2015, Sha'ar Benyamin was another great book in of itself. The Sha'ar means a gate, so let's say the gates of Benjamin. Then in 2018, the Avodat Benjamin, the workings of Benjamin, and in 2020, Achrecha Benyamin. I'm not too sure the exact name. Something along those lines. Another great Torah book was printed in 2020. We talked about 4 or 5 years ago from that. His wife passed away, I believe, a year before him. I think in the English year 2013. He himself, I believe, passed away in 2014. The great rabbi did. And please learn more about the great rabbis of yesteryear. Rabbi Benyamin Bazri Z'tl, Yud Gimel Tevet, marks his Hilul of the great rabbi. Approximately 10, 11 years ago, he passed away from time recording. It was a great rabbi of yesteryear. Please, if you happen to be related to any of these great rabbis, please let me know. I would love to hear more. Please subscribe to the channel. Share with other people the videos if you feel they might be interested in listening to more. We are a community here. We're learning about the great rabbis of yesteryear. So wishing you well, wishing you blessings from Israel. Take care and be well.